So this is the 2014 Dakota Shy Atlas. The 2014 vintage ties into when we bought the Dakota Shy property, and our first vintage was working with the Highmark Vineyard. This vineyard off of Dutch Henry Canyon Road. Hillside vineyard that's just below the Howell Mountain AVA, and farmed by Mike Wolf, who also farms my family's vineyard. Special site, beautiful wine. When we first got the fruit from the Highmarks, they weren't sure what they were going to do with the family vineyard name, so they asked us to come up with a proprietary name, and we decided on Atlas because it was the year we bought the property, the first year taking on the mortgage, so it was Atlas bearing the weight of the world. So here we are in 2024. This has got basically 10 years after vintage. So ideally they're delicious on release. I usually recommend a decant. I think they really hit their stride in that sort of 5 to 7 year after vintage. And so 10 years, this should really begin to be popping. Smells delicious, but really savory, dark fruit right now. One of the things about sort of a hallmark to this bottling, there's always been an herb note that I've always said reminds me of like cutting fresh, dried grass. So think of the California, our hills, we call it the Golden Hills. Once these grassy hills go from green to gold, and then cutting that grass, you get this beautiful sort of sweet straw character. But below that, a lot of dark fruit. Again, that savory character, iron. Yeah, and this is really delicious at this stage. Even 10 years in, I mean, this will benefit from being opened or decanted, but really expressive right now. Beautiful texture, very long textured finish. You know, one of the things we're thinking about when we're blending wines and crafting them is the length of the finish. And there are a lot of things that play into that, but it's primarily structural components. So tannin and acid, and this Atlas vineyard retains both of those things. And when you get beautiful tannin structure and this bright acidity that kind of pulls the finish out and along, that's really something I'm looking for when making a final blend.